Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the weekly Ike's Tech Talk live stream. Glad everybody could join us. Hope everybody's doing good. First things first, as we always do, heat check. How's everybody doing? How's your week been? What's going on? I want to know. Let me know down below while we wait for everybody to kind of file in. But just how's everybody doing this week, man? How's everybody doing? Throw that up there too. Go ahead and hit a roll call. You already know you got your boy. What's going on, LaShawn, man? Yo, Kenny, good evening to you, sir. Hope everything is good with you. Yo, shout out to the homie Barry. He's in there too. Yo, him, Scoop, LaShawn, Eric, Easy E had a dope collab about being a YouTuber for just over a year. I want to say is like the concept behind it. Super dope video. Definitely make sure that you guys check that out and show them some love, man. It was a truly dope video. Eric is killing it with those collab videos. So super dope, man. Super dope. Got Gigi in the building. What's going on with you? Hope everything is good. Yo, David, what's going on, man? Good evening to you too as well. Hey, there he is right there. What's going on, Mike? Hope everything is good, man. Y'all should have just been coming over from Tech King Mike stream, man. If not, he's Thursdays right before me. So make sure that y'all do check that man out. He's definitely the homie. Genuine for real, man. Definitely for real. All right, and we got the homie Jeff in the building. Yo, blessings on your day, my sir. Blessings on your day. Got the Dole juice on deck. I stay running out, so I had to bring in the big boy today. Got the Dole juice. It's delicious right there. Hey, got T in the building. T should have a package getting delivered. Oh, yo, appreciate it, homie. Yo, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yo, Mike, for real, stay out here blessing folks, man. Definitely. All right, cool. So got through roll call, man. So obviously tonight we're going to definitely cover Unpacked. You already know it's already been, for the most part, talked about it stuff. But obviously we're going to talk about it tonight. Also, man, we got to talk about OnePlus and their shenanigans. I just got to get that off my chest. It's going to be a little bit of a rant, so just bear with me, man. But I don't know what's going on, man. I try to defend them constantly, like year after year, man. But some of the decisions that they're making lately is just not. They just not being very smart. Like they're literally just taking the shovel and just digging themselves into a hole. So if you don't know, man, OnePlus decided that it would be a good idea to push out this tweet the day before Samsung Unpacked, pretty much just showing off what looked like a dual display smartphone or a foldable. And come to find out on Unpacked Day, they literally just took off one of the devices and it was just a 50% off promotion for the OnePlus 9. Not the OnePlus 9 Pro, but the OnePlus 9. And then to make matters worse, it is a US T-Mobile exclusive deal. So they read the room completely 100% wrong on that one. It was honestly stupid. And in my opinion, man, I'm going to say it now. If they keep doing stupid stuff like that and focusing more on that hype aspect, they're definitely going to be going away at LG pretty soon. The one thing I can say about Carl Pei, whether you like him or hate him, when the man was there, they truly focused on they truly focused on products. It wasn't about the hype. There was definitely some hype there, but the focus was on the products themselves. Whereas now it just seems like they're kind of just throwing stuff out there, trying to hype it up and get hype, and then whatever happens. I'm still working on my coverage of the OnePlus 9 Pro. I already got a video in the shoot, just waiting to get thrown up. So I do have that one. I got a couple more coming. So far, it hasn't been all bad, but there's just two, not even really two, but just a couple major issues for me specifically why I just can't use the phone as like my daily phone. But obviously you guys will find out more about that as the coverage continues on that. So got to get into these comments, man. Dumb plus. Yo, that needs to be their new slogan, yo. Always settle. And it's like for a while they were doing so good. Like with the OnePlus 7 Pro, that was like me and Galen. I know Galen's in here too. Yeah, it was good. We were just talking about that earlier because someone was selling a OnePlus 7 Pro, and it was like that's peak OnePlus right there. So if they could get back to that, man, had to take a sip of that Dole juice right there. But yeah, man. OnePlus definitely tripping, man. Definitely tripping. Yo, Jason, what's going on, my dude? Yo, one of the questions that you asked kind of brought up the whole. I didn't mean to get like super cryptic on everybody, but obviously I didn't want to give it away or anything like that. But I just want to talk about obviously with the Z Fold 3, we're gonna talk about it, so I'll kind of bring it up then. But I'm gonna say right off the bat, man, if you have a Z Fold 2, you don't really need to upgrade. If you do feel like you need to upgrade because you need like the water resistance or you want that S Pen functionality, I personally would say sell your Z Fold 2 outside of going through trade-ins and stuff like that. Honestly, the trade-ins just weren't all that great in my opinion. Samsung really dropped the ball on that. The carriers had some really good trade-ins. I dropped a video yesterday talking about the T-Mobile and AT&T, and then I found out later Verizon had a pretty good trade-in too. So definitely if you're looking for one, man, literally trading in the Pixel 4 XL, T-Mobile's giving me $1,000 in bill credit. So keep in mind, it is bill credit. So you got to stay with that carrier. I've been a T-Mobile customer for almost 10 years now. I ain't going nowhere, but know that going in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely know that going in. This is the orange peach mango flavor, yo. But the thing is, this juice is good because it costs almost $3. So when you start to pay over $1.50 for a carton of juice, it's gonna be legit. So it is definitely legit, man. Everybody in the house know, do not touch my Dole juice. Just don't do it to yourself. Yo, Stacy, what's going on, my dude? I hope everything is good with you, man. I saw her drinking out the cart. Yo, it's mine. If it was like the family, I would get a cup, but this is mine. The kids already know, don't touch my juice. So it's all good, man. It's all good. And I didn't even shout her out, but I saw you slip in there. Miss Shay, how are you doing this evening? I hope everything is good with you. Hey, there he is. Scoop is in the building. What's going on with you, my guy? Yo, anybody need a Z Fold 2? Hit that man Scoop up. The homie said he needs some camera stuff. So, hey, you already know. Yo, Mark, did he get controversial and divisive? No, not yet. Was waiting for everybody to get in, but I hope everything is good with you, my dude. We definitely getting ready to. I mean, it's not like super controversial. I feel like it is just divisive, just because it's all perspective. Everybody's perspective is different. I kind of talked a little bit about it on Mike's stream. So if you saw that, you probably caught a little bit of it, man. It's just in terms of, and it's not even just with the Z Fold 3. It's just people talking about phones should have certain things, but then when it comes time to pony up that cash, they get a little, salty about spending their money. So like I said, we're gonna get a little bit into it, but I gotta finish this roll call up, man. Yo, Fit Blonde Tech is in the building. Glad that you could join us this evening. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for all the love that you show on a constant basis too. So appreciate you. Thanks for the setup too. Worked hard on it. Yo, Lewis, what's going on, man? Appreciate you as always for joining us too, man. Hey, watching your team play the Eagles. Eagles is my home team. Who are they playing right now? I'm just curious. I'm not huge into football, but Eagles is definitely the home team for sure. Did you say controversial? Jason is all about creating controversy. Yo, I feel like Jason will literally throw out a tweet and he sit back like, like dance, puppets dance. And it's the funniest thing, man, because people be getting like, I mean, you always see good conversation, but you always see people kind of get in their feelings a little bit about certain stuff. And it's like, man, like at the end of the day, like have how can I put this? Stop taking everything with these devices so personal. Samsung don't care about you personally. Apple don't care about you personally. Even with all the hype with the new Pixels coming out, Sundar Pichai don't care about you personally. It's just devices, man. That's all. Yo, for real, GG, I don't know what I was thinking. Duh, Steelers. I'm tripping. Yo, my bad on that shit. It literally is right there in your name, too. I'm tripping. It's not that I don't like football, man. I just find myself not really like catching it and just watching. I love to go to games, but actually like watching it, it's just not my cup of tea. That's all. Yo, Greg, man, what's going on with you, man? Hope everything is good, my dude. Hey, at the end of the day, it's material, simple as that. Hey, facts right there, man. So finally got everything caught up, man. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and just get right into it. Yo, David, you stupid. Tim Cook cares about us. What you talking about? I can't, man. I can't. But anyway, guys, so to go ahead and just kind of jump right into it, man. So obviously Samsung Unpacked happened. They dropped the brand new Galaxy Watch 4. I did go ahead and snatch up one of those. So I have the 46 millimeter LTE equipped model. I traded in my Galaxy Active 2, which I was talking about that on GG stream earlier in the week, is just bad. I had a terrible experience with it, so I went ahead and traded that in for it. They gave me $150 for it. I'm not gonna get that trying to sell it on Swappo or on OfferUp or anything. So I went ahead and got that. I maxed out the Galaxy. I got the 4 Classic, my bad. The 4 Classic with the physical bezel. I wanted that physical bezel for sure. So went ahead and got that. They talked Z Flip 3, which in my opinion, just to run over it real quick, they are definitely going to be selling quite a few of those just because that price point. I feel like at that $1,000 price point, a T-Mobile or AT&T representative can say, you know, hey, I know you're looking at that iPhone for $1,000 or that S21 Plus for $1,000, but take a look at this. And the Z Flip 3 has that cool factor, man. And it plays to that nostalgic tip of like those of us who grew up around flip phones like Razors and what's the other one? No, not Palm. Someone else had another one that's pretty iconic, but the Razor is obviously what's sticking out to me right now. But like for those of us who kind of grew up with like the Razor and flip phones and all of that kind of stuff, man, like it's just that nostalgic factor. And I feel like out of everything that got updated, that probably got the biggest update out of everything. But I didn't order the Z Flip 3. That's honestly just not for me. I like as big of a screen as I can get. So obviously, that being said, I went ahead and snatched up the Z Fold 3. To be 100% transparent, only reason I was able to go ahead and actually pick it up was because T-Mobile offered the deal. The deal that I talked about in my video, I took advantage of it myself. So that's the only reason I was able to go ahead and grab one. I was talking to a couple of the homies on Twitter, and once Samsung showed those trading prices, I was like, well, I'm not getting a Fold 3. So it definitely was one of those things where I'm happy I was able to pick one up. I did want one, but like I said, I just didn't want to trade in, you know, a bunch of devices or anything like that. I think even with trading in like pretty much everything, including like my iPad, I still would have had to pay like $500. And it's like, I'm not trading in 4 devices, 2 of which are flagships from less than a year ago, and an iPad Pro to still pay y'all $500. Samsung was absolutely 100% tripping in terms of them trading value. So happy that T-Mobile was able to kind of catch them slipping and say, hold my beer. So if I caught Mike's stream, I catch every live. Yo, Mark do be in every live stream, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Samsung and Apple, yo, it's all about that money, man. I don't know why people take this stuff so serious, but all about that money, yo. All about that money. I'm about to trade in my S21 and Galaxy Watch for the Z Flip 3. I don't think that's a bad trade-in, to be 100% honest. I don't think that's a bad trade-in. I think that's pretty straight. Which Galaxy Watch do you have, FitMonTech? I'm just curious. Classic is the only watch to grab. Yo, it looks so clean. And that all black, it looks so clean, man. It looks so clean. Hey, T-Mobile Sidekick. I was just on Twitter talking to Dez, man. Like, yo, I need to bring that joint back. I would love an updated T-Mobile Sidekick. That is a day one buy for me, man. I don't even care. It's well known that I don't like Samsung software, but the Panda Z Flip 3 is very intriguing. Yeah, they came out with some dope colorways on that Z Flip 3. That pink joint actually looks so sick with like the two-tone black. I think that thing looks dope too, for sure. I have my eyes on the Flip 3 only because the Fold 3 looks like a gas store Atlas when it's not in tablet mode. I can't with you, Greg. I mean, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with that smaller, but with the smaller display on the front. Because I've had the original Galaxy Fold, the Fold 2, and now I have the Fold 3. But the Fold 1, no, it was not. Like, I don't know how Latrell does it, bro. I just can't, man. Like, he will not let go of that OG Fold. I can't do it. Z Fold 2, it wasn't like too bad, but it definitely still feels a little bit narrow. But I understand what Samsung is going for. They want you to be able to use it with one hand, like a two-handed device when you open it, one-handed device when you close it. So it's honestly just a different approach than say something like the Huawei Mate X2, which is like, hey, you just getting balls to the wall, everything thrown in. So, and we're even gonna get into that a little bit later when we get into the Fold 2, because that's definitely a good point and a good, because every time I stated something like a counterpoint on Twitter, that was the first thing everybody brought up was the Mate X2. So we're gonna talk about it and we'll get into that joint. The iPad trading prices were just, disrespectful ain't even a word, man. I was like, what? I think at one point they were saying like 150. Like, are you slow? Like I get it. They don't want nobody to be trading in a bunch of devices and getting this thing almost for zero down, but you can't be trying people like that, bro. That's insanity. Phones need to stop with the curved screens as well. I didn't mind the curve on like the S21 Ultra. I didn't mind that. Like, it's curved just enough to look dope, but I didn't feel like I got a lot of like accidental touches or anything like that. But I still think flat screens is kind of like the way to go though. But it wasn't too bad. Yo, Sidekick for life. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got the Galaxy Watch 3. I rarely use it. So facts. And if you just got it lying around, definitely. Yo, Grant, what's going on, man? Hope everything is good with you, my good sir. Hey, Rip Ray's in the building. That Pank one, yo, that Pank one is fire, dog. That thing is fire, man. I mean, I ain't carrying around a pink phone. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. But it's definitely dope, man. It's definitely dope. So when Google drops the Pixel Fold, are they gonna lowball Samsung devices? Man, Google trade-ins is already pretty trash, Jason. Their joints is already. I'm not with their trade-ins at all. Like Google's never been known for trade-ins on devices at all. That Fold 3 looks like something my grandmother would fold and hit me with if she couldn't find a switch. Just clap, whoop. Yo, if she hits you with a Fold 2, bro, because that joint is thick. She hit you with a Fold 2, bro, she might put you in a coma for sure. For sure. I would love to see it next to the Mi Mix Fold. You talking about the Z Fold 3, GG? I think the Mi Mix Fold is a little bit bigger, right? I think I don't have the Mi Mix Fold, so I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Michael Pepper Tech, I got the 512 Fold 3 for the same price as 256. Sucks the 256 is the only one with all three colors. Using a case, so it didn't bother me, that pearl white. So yeah, yo, I ended up getting the Phantom Green. I was gonna get the black, but I was like, I just wanted to get something a little bit different. But I ended up going with the 256 green, my dude. But I thought that they had the colors for all of them. That kind of sucks. Samsung, y'all need to fix that. Bring out the colors for all of the capacities, bro. That's stupid. I flagged on the Fold 3. I'm gonna wait for the Fold 4. Fold 3 specs are trash. I feel like, well, the camera specs using S20 cameras. Yeah, and we definitely gonna touch on that too, man. Definitely gonna touch on that. See, yo, even King Pixel says it, bro. I never traded my pixels to Google. Hey, even King Pixel says, so y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. It is taller, but they look similar to me. Okay, cool. Got you. Yo, Ivan, man, what's going on with you, dog? Happy that you can make it through, man. Hey, fact scoop. Google trade-ins are boo-boo. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get right into the Fold 3. So first, I'm going to just talk about the things that I think that they absolutely effed up on, like completely 100%. So this under-display camera, dog. From the camera sample, and let me preface this by saying, like, I would only use the inner display selfie cam for video calls and stuff like that. And I do like the fact that it's a full kind of screen design. Like if you've owned the Z Fold 1 or the Z Fold 2, anytime you do anything like full screen in that orientation, you get a black bar at the top. It doesn't like fully go up. At least I never was able to get it to do that, even through Good Lock and all of that. With the Z Fold 3, it's like a full on, like I know Mike mentioned it in his Linus Tech Tips. Check out his video on the Z Fold 3. It's super in depth, man. And he was playing Call of Duty Mobile on it, and full screen, no interruption. It just looks so fire. I know a lot of people go, oh, hole punch not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, but it just looks so clean, man, with that full screen, no interruption, because you really can't notice it. Like, man, it just looked really, really dope. So, like I said, I definitely was kind of hype about seeing that joint. But as far as like the actual picture quality, Samsung was bugging with that. Like I'm all down for like trying new and innovative features, man. But some things you gotta let kind of marinate a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Like just let it marinate a little long. Even if you had to wait until you could get camera quality that was as good as, say, like the Z Fold 2, because you know that they're gonna up the game when it comes to that camera next year with the Fold 4. Like, you already know that. So even if they had to just wait, you know, it almost looked like they kind of threw that on there because there wasn't enough new with it. So they felt like if they didn't do something like that, then it would have been even more of an iterative update than it already was. Like I said before, man, if you have the Z Fold 2, you don't need to upgrade. I'm just keeping it real. Like I'm trying to justify it for you. Like maybe you want water resistance or the S Pen functionality. Just don't do it. DCJ Reviews, what's going on, my dude? What's going on? Yo, Easy E, man, what's going on with you, my good sir? Hope everything is good. I think everybody's underdisplay cameras look like crab cup, as Xiaomi calls it. Yo, facts. Have we seen any of Xiaomi's from the Mi Mix 4 yet? I'm just curious. I haven't seen any samples myself. But yeah, everybody's right now is a little trash, to be honest. Like, I like that they're trying to push the bar in terms of giving you that kind of no interruption screen, but maybe let that bake in the oven a little bit longer. You know what I mean? It's full screen only if you view 4x3 content. No, it is like when you're watching actual videos and stuff. What I'm talking about is like gaming and applications. Call of Duty Mobile is gonna fit to whatever size screen you got. League of Legends Wild Rift is gonna fit to whatever screen you got, you know, or screen you got. So for actually watching like videos and stuff, yeah, absolutely, 100% right, Colin. But I'm talking about like gaming stuff like that is gonna be full bezel screen. Hey, hot water's in the building. Yo, Joseph, what's going on, my dude? Hope everything is good with you. Facts. And Eric's been using the S Pen with the Z Fold 2 for months. Yo, a lot of the features, software features that they was talking about, I was like, wait. If you go to the settings, you can switch the whole developer DPI with and get that whole tablet. I was like, I don't know. Kind of weird, but I don't know. Maybe next year they can dig up that Yo, that's literally where they got it from. The HTC 4 megapixel, the ultra pixels, and the ultra pixels and HTC's defense did do good in did do good in low light, but everything else, man, it just wasn't competing to what else was out on the market. This wasn't. Sarah Bite, yo, what's going on with you? Hope everything is good. Just a new name. I haven't seen your name before, but Mi Mix 4 samples look quite interesting. Or look quite impressive from what I've seen. It's 20 megapixels too. Hey, that's dope. So fit in the more megapixels so you get a little bit more detail and it's a little bit sharper. Definitely. LaShawn, I ain't even gonna put that up. It was trash. Yo, I mean, like I said, in terms of like selfies, I always use either that front on the cover display or the main cameras on the back, and I just did the whole tablet view kind of look anyway, but no, it wasn't that. It really wasn't that great. I mean, like I said, video calls, you should be all right, but Samsung, you got some work to do with that. But in terms of the main cameras, man, because I want to touch on that for a little bit. So first, man, like I said earlier, I think I talked about it in Mike's stream just now, where I was saying, like, If you haven't, check out Eric, Easy Computer Solutions. Check out his video with the Z Fold 2 versus the S21 Ultra, the camera comparison, right? So in that camera comparison, like I said, in my opinion, from watching it, there was only a couple areas where I really saw the S21 actually like beat down on the Z Fold 2. And one was in HDR, which HDR is a software thing. It's not hardware. You don't build HDR into your phone or whatever the case may be. So HDR, and then obviously missing the zoom, because it has, I think, a 2x or a 3x optical lens instead of having the additional 10x. But in terms of actual quality, man, like the Z Fold 2 honestly wasn't that far off, and that was the older device. So in terms of like that post-processing and actual quality, man, you may be able to get pictures on par with the S21 Ultra. But you already know, man, I got them both. Well, the Z Fold 3 is on its way, but I'm gonna have them both in-house. I'm definitely gonna be working on that that camera comparison for sure, because I'm just curious myself. And then I had a question for you guys, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question here. In terms of the Fold, now we kind of, like I said, touched on it in the mic stream, but let's say, for example, because everybody that I've talked to on Twitter is, whenever I bring up the defense of price point, are you willing to pay for all those additional features that you're asking for? Like S Pen built into the phone, bigger battery, bigger screens on the inside and on the outside, ultra level cameras. Like when it comes to those features, we're gonna have to pay top dollar for. We're gonna have to pay top dollar for those features. You're not gonna be able to get. And the reason I say that is because the only other smartphone that has what the Z Fold 3 has and all of those features that I mentioned that everybody keeps talking about is the Huawei Mate X2. That's it. Huawei Mate X2 is a $2,800 device, almost $3,000. Z Fold 3 is $1,800. So you're looking at a significant difference in price. Now, I'm not saying that the Huawei phone is not worth that, because I still think Huawei has the best foldable on the market, even with this Z Fold 3 dropping. The Mate X2 is definitely the better foldable and the better device, hands down. But the question that I want to ask, man, is let's say if Samsung were to drop the price of the Z Fold 3 that we actually got to, let's say $1,600, right? Okay. And then they came out with a Z Fold 3 Ultra. It had all of those features that we keep talking about, the ultra cameras, built-in S Pen, all of that stuff, but they charge $2,200 for it. So they're still undercutting Huawei because they're charging less for it, but it was $2,200. How many people will actually buy it? That's what I want to know right now down in the chat. How many people will actually buy that? GG, you're not allowed to answer because you actually bought the Huawei Mate X2. So you're not allowed to answer because I know that you would buy it. I want to know. I want to know. Wifey says she'd entertain a Note 20 Ultra that unfolds. And that's what I'm saying. Like, because like, I understand that everybody, and I'm still waiting for y'all to post down in the chat too, but I understand that everybody wants the, words that wants the Note to come back. Like, I get it. Like, I'm a fan of the Note too. But if they can take the best things of the Note, which is, in my opinion, the S Pen built into the actual phone itself, if they can take the best parts of the Note, the best parts of the S21 Ultra right now, we'll say, and the folding aspect of the Z Fold 3, but they charged you that top premium dollar price, $2,300. How many people will actually buy it? How many people actually buy it? That's what I'm curious. That's what I'm curious. Because it's the same argument that I always talk about when I talk about the Pixel 6 Pro and its pricing. Because everybody's sitting here saying Google has to offer the same specifications, the same features, and do everything all great and wonderful. Like the iPhone 13 is what it'll probably be, and the S21 Ultra, but Google can't charge that. But Google can't charge that much for the Pixel 6 Pro. And like I said, in my opinion, that's complete and utter BS. If a phone offers just as much in terms of functionality, features, camera improvement, battery life, all that stuff, why should they have to charge less just because they're Google? Like, I know everyone's, because Apple and Samsung have earned that. You don't earn the fact that you can price your device at that price. Google has to price their device in a premium sector, so that way everybody can know this is a premium level Pixel. It is meant to compete with these other two devices. That's just my opinion, man. But like I said, I want to know what y'all think. So I look at it the same exact way for the Fold 3. And like I said, I'm not trying to defend it because I bought it or anything like that, because I only bought it because I'm not paying $1,800 for it. So I'm just saying I had to course correct myself too, because you know me, I was one of the main people in GG stream just on Tuesday talking about the camera system on the Fold 3. So I had to even check myself, because it's like, look, if they give us all these features and stuff, they're not going to charge $1,800 for that. They're going to charge you top premium dollar for it. So for everybody that's talking like, well, they need to have this and they need to have that, you better be ready to, as Floss would say, pay to play. Don't have them do it, charge you that $2,200 or $2,300 for it, and then you don't want to, oh, the device is too expensive. You know what I'm saying? So if they're going to do it, you're going to have to pay to play. So David said, nah, just give me a new note. Okay, yo, but I can respect the fact that he's keeping it 100% real. Because you have some people who be like, oh, I will buy it. And then Samsung bring it out. Oh, nah, man, that's just way too expensive. Like Gigi, she posted a poll, what? I want to say a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, talking about how much people would pay for their like dream device, like a device that did everything. And the highest tier was Sky is the Limit. And I don't know how, like what the percentage was, but I know when I voted, barely anybody had checked Sky was the limit. So this is the face that I have for y'all. Don't complain. And then when they do it, but charge you for it, then you want to be like, oh no, I can't pay that much. But I got to see what everybody's saying about this one, man. Because I got heated on Twitter talking with somebody about this. Because as soon as I said that, no response whatsoever. It's like, come on, bro. Mike said, I'd cop, no questions. Same here. 20, I'm going to say max $2,300. I'm buying it. I'm buying, and I'm pre-ordering. I'm going to have to get a carrier discount or a trade-in, but I'm buying that sucker, dog. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. 2,200 is my pick. It's already 1,800. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but when the Z Fold 2 dropped, it was $2K. Mi Mix Fold was $16.99. It was better than the Z Fold 2 in my opinion. No, and not Gigi. I'm not debating that at all. I'm just specifically talking about the Z Fold 3 in comparison to the Huawei, because that's what was brought up to me. Now I'm not saying that Samsung did everything right, because no charger in the box, no case in the box. When you had that 2 generations ago, like you started that precedent with the Fold 1, and then just started taking stuff away as you go. That's complete and utter BS, and it's stupid. I 100% agree with that. So no. And I mean, in regards to the Mi Mix Fold, like I said, I haven't used it, so I'm not gonna say, you know, it's not as good or whatever. I've only used the Z Fold 2, so I'm not even gonna touch on the Mi Mix Fold. I would love to try it though. It'd be pretty dope. But Sean said, nah, it ain't happening. I wouldn't, but I'm not the example. I don't take pictures, so cameras don't really do it for me. And like I said, completely understandable. Completely understandable. Agreed, Barry. Maybe 2,300. Yep, 2,300, absolute maximum. Not gonna lie, till they fix the cover screen and make it a normal aspect ratio, I wouldn't pay more for a Fold Ultra. It's another reason. No, Saren, that's exactly what I'm saying. And for this Fold Ultra, it literally take the Huawei Mate X2 at 120 hertz on both screens, because the Z Fold 3 has 120 hertz on both screens. Add that and add an S Pen inside the actual phone, like built in, $2,300. Would you buy it? I would probably do the Fold Ultra for that 2.2K. I mean, I did 2K for last year. S Pen on chambers and much facts. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. For top cameras and Fold, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about, because it's like right now we have like 2 opposite camps right now talking about this device, and I feel like Samsung is trying to meet in the middle. So you have the users like us who are like, bro, y'all go balls to the wall, throw everything up in there and charge $2,300. We'll buy it. We're in that camp, because I'm in that camp as well. Then you have the other camp who is like, no, they have to bring down the price. We want to make it more mainstream. We want, you know, normal users to be able to get these phones at some point. Not now, because $1,800 is still way too much for a normal person to pay for a phone. But they want it to come more down in the mainstream. I think I might have a solution for it. I think I might, but I'm gonna get into that after we get into the comments here. The S Pen in a separate case. Yeah, no, same here. Especially, and the thing is, the S Pen Pro won't even fit in that case. So you have to carry the S Pen Pro around just separately, no case. Like I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Agreed. If the Pixel 6 Pro is just as good as the other flagship, then thank you. That's literally all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. The boy asked everybody technically have Royal Tech YouTube in the building. Hey, that's what I said. A new face, man. So I had to shout him out and welcome. You know what I'm saying? Also, FYI, 12 Pro Max, 12 megapixel. Mike, this right here, bro. This right here. Like the actual specifications of the camera it never tells the entire story. Never. 3 to 4 year old sensor, and I can still get better pictures out of this than 90% of flagships on the market. I keep telling people specifications don't tell the entire story. They don't. They absolutely 100% don't. Put it all in, include buds, case charge, literally Huawei Mate X2 mixed with the original unbox, because I remember that carbon fiber aramid case with the Galaxy Z Fold 1. I never needed to buy another case for that phone. I only used the carbon fiber aramid case. It was that good. I absolutely loved it, man. Loved it. Expectations lead to disappointment. Wow. Disappointment with the Z Fold 3. People wanted lower cost. They didn't. Jason, thank you. This right here is literally why I'm so passionate about this conversation. And it's not even just with the Fold 3. This is with any tech when it comes to like smartphones and tablets and even laptops. People want all these additional specifications, features, all of this stuff, add more cameras, do all of that stuff. Then when the manufacturers do it and they charge you for it, then it's like, no, it's overpriced. I don't remember what the question that Jason asked earlier today, but he asked he asked about the Note 20. No, he posted an article, and the article was talking about the Note 20, not the Note 20 Ultra, but the Note 20, the base one, is one of the worst phones that Samsung has ever released. Somebody was saying like, it was like, because of the price, it was a bad phone. And I had to correct him. I'm like, no, the phone was the Note 20, base Note 20 was a good phone. It was overpriced, but being overpriced doesn't make it a bad device. So I had to check him. I was like, no. That's what I'm looking for. And you know what? Hold on, y'all. Gotta take a sip of the Dole. Sponsored by Dole. Gotta take a sip of the Dole. Scoop, you better not mean me. But no, like this is why I'm saying that too, Mike. Like, you got to get this stuff in your hands and really like test it, because like I said, I was a firm believer that the S21 Ultra's camera was significantly better than the Fold 2. And then I watched Easy's video where he's showing it, and I guarantee you, and I'm going to say 85 to 90% of the samples that Easy showed, if he took off which phone took which, you would not be able to tell the difference between the two. Camera systems and smartphones are becoming so much more about the software processing. And that's what gets me so excited for the Pixel 6 Pro, because it's like, we already know Google software processing is A1, but it's becoming more and more about the software processing, man. So I'm excited to get it in the house and test it out, man. But I'm a tech enthusiast. I would buy it all if I absolutely could, man. I see a good parallel with cars. You'd pay more for the same car that has a sports pack. Exactly. When you get those additional features, I mean, and the thing is Samsung already does it with like the S line. Like you have the baseline S, you have the S21 Plus, then you have the S21 Ultra. So if you care about the camera and the bigger display and stuff like that, and the display between the Plus and the Ultra isn't even that big of a difference, but mainly the camera is the major upgrade from the Plus to the Ultra. If you care about those additional features and you're willing to pay out of pocket, which is what I'm asking, you can get it. Give us the same thing on the Fold. Give us the same thing on the Fold. Sky's the Limit actually came in second place. First, well, 1K came in first. I think Samsung would have to take it up to 2,500 at least to add the case, high-speed charger, and etc. See, but the thing is, Gigi, even at 2,500, I would buy it. Like I still would buy. Again, I'm definitely doing a trade-in or a carrier discount, one of the two. But I'm still buying it, because the thing is that device is going to be a all-in-one. I'll be able to take that device and do everything with it. I can leave everything else at home. I won't have to carry, a foldable phone because I want that foldable experience, and carry a dedicated Pixel because the camera and videos, like I wouldn't have to do any of that. I carry one device. S Pen is built in and everything. It's gonna have the battery endurance because it has the best battery. So for 2,500 for all of that in, because you got to think like that's gonna replace my phone and my tablet. And I mean, depending on what type of user you are, it could even replace, I'm not gonna say your laptop, but if you want to do like light editing, it could even replace your kind of for the quick and easy stuff. It could even take some of the like some of the pressure off your laptop, because you could use that to edit videos and stuff like that. There's plenty of people who edit videos on their phones and on their tablets, man. Plenty of people. I'll spend whatever they ask on the Samsung made Google Pixel 6 Pro. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I love hearing that, man. I love hearing that because I'm so tired of this argument of like, if it ain't Samsung and Apple, they can't charge this price. Like, I'm not trying to hear that crap. Because like I said, I'm not part of Team Pixel. I'm buying my Pixel 6 Pro, no trade-ins, day one purchase, because their trade-ins is usually trash anyway. But day one, unlocked straight from Google, I'm buying it. Like I don't care if it's $1,100, I'm still buying it. It. In my opinion, if everything that's rumored comes to fruition, like if everything that's rumored comes to fruition, it's gonna be worth that $1,100 for sure. Yo, Latrell, man, what's going on, my dude? Hope everything is good with you. Samsung does everything that Apple does by leaving out the headphone jack and charger. I mean, in my opinion, they go back and forth, Joseph. Apple takes things from Samsung. Samsung takes things from Apple. It just seems like sometimes Apple takes the good stuff from Samsung and Samsung takes the stupid stuff from Apple. Because I'm going to keep it real. Them taking like OLED and water resistance and stuff like that for the iPhone was dope, 100%. Samsung leaving out headphone jacks and chargers is stupid. So it just irritates me, man. I would need a perfect device. And that's what I'm saying, Galen. Perfect device. Like literally perfect device. Everything under the kitchen sink, man. For 2K, easily. 1,800. Got a shiesty for that one. The imports are already including fast charger in the box, fast charger additional costs in the States. No, in facts. And that's exactly what I'm saying. If it were to come in the box, everything included. Like everything included. Because I mean, like, the thing is like Samsung is already kind of going that direction anyway. Because like if you, and I know it's not the same, so I'm going to elaborate. But if you pre-order, you can get the fastest charger that will charge the Z Fold 3. You can get that with your pre-order. You can get that and 2 cases free of charge. So it's dope. But the thing is, Samsung offer that all the time. Don't just offer it for pre-orders. Just don't. Or if you care about the environment like you say you do, this goes to Apple and Samsung and anybody else leaving out the charger. If you care about the environment the way you say you do what Xiaomi does. Give me an option that says, yes, I want the charger. No, I don't want the charger. Problem solved. I got the Xiaomi fast charger, the OnePlus fast charger, a 45-watt fast charger that's coming with one of my Z Fold 3 cases. If you order directly from Spigen, they give you a 45-watt charger for free. I have 2 of the Samsung 25-watt chargers, and I have 2 different car chargers. And that's not even including all of my wireless. Like I have a ton of chargers. So for me, it's not that big of a deal. But give me the option, bro. Like, give me the option. I'm giving you 1,800, bro. Just give me the option. Give me the option. Price ain't an issue if you, and that like that right there is my point, David. If you want top everything, all I'm saying is be prepared to pay for it. That's literally my entire argument. It doesn't seem like it's super as divisive as I thought is what I'm trying to say. But because that was my thing, like for the Z Fold 3, like the camera system that you're getting at that $1,800, like I understand people saying like they want the ultra level cameras. I get it. I do too. But my only thing is for them to engineer those ultra level cameras in there as well, they're gonna have to up that price. Like all of these components that everybody just adds, like why didn't Samsung just build the S Pen inside there? Why didn't they add ultra level? Like that stuff costs money. So to the same people saying that, all I'm saying is when they decide to do that, because I honestly believe it's a matter of when, not if. I feel like the backlash that they've gotten about the camera system is because we've been complaining about the camera system since we saw leaks of this thing earlier this year. I honestly think that it's a matter of if, not, or not. I mean, I think it's a matter of when, not if, is what I'm trying to say. So I wouldn't want to have to take the S. Yeah, me either, dude. And it like I don't want to add the S separately either. But I gotta catch up with y'all. Though. I gotta catch up with y'all. I'm getting super into it and ranting. Yeah, I would be fine with a 2K price if the full Ultra offer. Yep, top of the line spec. That's all I'm asking. I still got my carbon fiber case, which is dope, but it don't make my camera flush. It didn't make the camera flush, but I love that carbon fiber case though. It was so dope. Hey, love my carbon fiber case on my Mid X2. I'm gonna link up with you, GG, because I'm pretty sure like the seller that you use will probably have one for the Z Fold 3 as well. I'll most likely be copping that joint. This conversation applies to any tech like the Pixel 6. Google gave you what you wanted, but now I could end the stream right now. That right there, it applies to any tech, any tech. We're gonna give you guys what you want, but now you don't want to pay for it. It's going for Google with the Pixel. It's going for the same. I'm gonna give the same scrutiny and kind of praise for every manufacturer. We're gonna give you what you want, but you need to be ready to pay for it. That's it. Scoop said, never. You're welcome. And this guy Solid, glad you found him also. Oh, we talking about me, Mark. Yo, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I try. Yo, Savages in the building, my dude. What's going on with you, my good sir? Hope everything is good. Oh, Rod Tech. Yo, the homie had his first live stream last night. Go check out the replay, man. He absolutely killed that joint, dog. You point a phone at the sky on a bright day and it's gonna look the same. Take it in the dark and do it again. If the under display camera had been top of the line at $1,800, most people wouldn't complain. And that's the thing, like, and Gigi said it earlier too, like, no in my opinion, the whole concept of under display camera just isn't ready right now. Like, it's honestly just not ready. Nobody's implementation. I haven't seen Xiaomi's yet though. Saren was saying that Xiaomi's actually looks pretty impressive. So I'm gonna actually go check that out after the stream. Because I mean, obviously, I love the tech, the whole under display concept, because it's like it's there when you need it and then it disappears when you don't. So I like the concept, but don't just throw stuff out just to throw it out. Is kind of where I'm getting at. Like, if you know, like putting out the Fold 3, right? If you know that selfie camera is going to be a regression of what you already have with the Fold 2, you might need to wait on that. Then that's just in my opinion. Now, if they could have got the quality at that same level as the Fold 2, drop it. Go ahead and drop it and release it. Nothing is going to change. But like I said, I'm mainly going to use it for video calling, so I'm definitely going to test that joint out because I'm curious, man. I'm curious. Exactly, if they got under display camera and it actually looked right. Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, if they would have got it on that, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. Likewise, day one for me too. See? And that was my thing, man. Like, I just wanted to make sure that I'm not the crazy, because you know when you're like dealing with certain people on Twitter and you're having a conversation and out of nowhere 50 other fanboys just jump in and they're like pitchforks and all that. You start to feel like, hold up, like I know I'm not crazy, but am I a little crazy? So okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Dope. I'm trading in my pop scams on towards my Pixel 6 Pro. I can't, man. Yo, T-Dot Holla, man. What's going on with you, dude? For me, that'll be when Apple makes a foldable with pen, too locked into the ecosystem. And yes, I would pay $2,500. Yo, real talk, though. I feel like when Apple makes a foldable, I don't know about the hardware side. Like, that's the side I'm not too sure about. But in terms of software, if they do it right, Scoop, shut your mouth and leave me alone because I know you about to try me. If they can put iOS on the front display, iPadOS on that inner display, dude, I will literally, and give us the same camera system on the whatever the latest iPhone is at the time for 2 G's. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Scoop, leave me alone. Because Scoop already told me it ain't happening. Give it to me. I brought my brother and my pops a S20 FE and they love it. Yo, that's dope, man. I just upgraded my mom's to the S21 with T-Mobile's program with the bill credits. She got it essentially for free. So I upgraded her that and she's loving that joint too, man. It's a dope phone. I'm taking the day Google event is off. Yo, same, because you know Google, man, they be like, yeah, here's the specs, here's the camera, here's the price, go pre-order right now. And everybody's scrambling. So yeah, bro, I'm probably gonna take off that day too, dog, just to make sure I get my joint in. For sure. For sure. They will continue to put base S model cameras in the folds. I mean, I get where you come from, Scoop. I just pray to God that you're wrong. Like, I hear where you come from because we've talked about this. I hear you, but I've never wanted you to be more wrong in my entire life. Well, besides the foldable iPhone thing, but this is pretty close. It's pretty close. I have the room to complain about the price on the Z Fold 3 because I'm still gonna be buying it. These other people won't. That's always funny when you see people that like never had any intention about like I seen one dude. He works at some publication. I'm not sure which one off the top of my head, but homeboy literally any article, because somebody else pointed out, any article that this man made about foldables was just slamming them and was full of misinformation. So he's complaining about the price of the Z Fold 3. Like, dude, you don't even like foldables. Like, if you're not even interested in the concept and the functionality, that's fine. Foldables are not for everybody. Like, it's 100% a niche type of device. I said earlier, if it fits into your workflow or your lifestyle, it is a beast device. It's magic, man. I love foldables. I love foldables, but it's not for everybody. So chill. I will link you. They sell carbon fiber for iPhones, Xiaomi, everything. See? Go ahead and DM me. GG. I need that. I need that. Excuse me, guys. At the end of the day, I'm not going to put that one up with y'all, but yo, 100%, bro. 100%. 100%. Yeah, it is bold, Scoop. It is bold, but people going to always find something to complain about. Always. Always. Because even with phones from overseas, people still complain and be 100% wrong about them. People be talking, oh, you can't put Google Play applications on Huawei devices. I'm like, dude, I know somebody with the Mate X2 and she has Google apps on it. How you gonna tell me? It's just funny, man. It's just funny. But people ask for bezel. Good grief, woo. People ask for bezel-less punch holeless display, and I mean they did, man, but just because somebody asking for something don't mean that you gotta rush it either. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't mean that you gotta rush it either. Slightly elitist, but carry on. Which part, Scoop? Which part? You talking about the fact that people who aren't gonna buy it complaining about the price is a little elitist? I expect to have a Snapdragon 888 with no bezel at all for $600. I'm done. That's pretty much what it is, man. True about that under the screen camera situation. At the same time, I feel like it might be their way of understanding how they can better put it out, make it. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are saying too. And I get that perspective 110%. Like I get that 110%. It's just it's always tough when you have kind of like it's always tough when you set a precedent on how good something is and then you come out with something after it and it's not as good, regardless of the situation, right? Take the whole Apple Maps debacle for instance, right? Apple was pretty much forced into a hole where they had to rush making their Maps application because something on the back end was happening with Google. And it came out, obviously Apple Maps was not as good as Google Maps. And you still have people give them flack for how Apple Apps was released. So it's one of those things where it's like, I get what you're saying, man. I 100% get what you're saying. And it is true. And it does have some credence, man. It's just tough to swallow is what I should say. Pause. iPad OS on the inner display for the Apple Fold. That's what I'm saying, bro. iPad OS on that inner display and you close it, iOS on the front. Because, like, in my opinion, iOS is at its best on like a smaller screen anyway. So you got that smaller one-handed user-friendly screen on the front. Open that joint up, iPad mini form factor. Fire idea, Ike, on that Apple Folio. I mean, I try, man. I try. It's proper for them components already made. Yeah, definitely true. That definitely true. Like I said, I understand. I understand like all of like the back end, the engineering, the testing it out to make it better. I get it all. Like I said, it's just kind of hard to accept it because it's like you're used to this level of quality and then it just regresses. So like I say, I get what you guys are saying. It's just always tough, man. It's always tough. Because it's just like, picture, for example, on the next iPhone, Apple has the front-facing camera, or whatever the case may be, and they have to regress the quality of the front-facing camera because they're trying to go fully bezel-less. You're gonna have people having the same conversation. So it's just tough, man. It's just tough. I remember when people said foldables are stupid when the first fold was announced. I remember that too. Never been anywhere near one. Yeah, and you'll always have that too. Like I do feel like a foldable is a device that you need to have and have it for a little bit to fully understand it and get it, kind of thing, right? Like I don't feel like that's a device that you can have never tried before, get it, use it for 2 days, and be an expert and have a fully formed opinion on it. And people might say, well, it's like that with every device, but I just feel like foldables is just a little bit more on that. You know what I mean? You got some tech YouTube bro seeing here. Yo, I made it. Call my mom. I made it. That's funny. Yeah, my bad on the comment, bro. I know that was very aggressive. Oh, no. Like I said, I just didn't post it. I just didn't post it. Like I said, I understand where you're coming from with it, Latrell. Like I definitely do, because it's definitely annoying, right? Because you're always gonna have those people who are like no intentions of buying it, don't care about foldables, don't like it, but still just spewing out negativity. Never tried one. Negativity. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I 100% agree or I 100% understand where you were coming from in saying that, man. I get it. That we do, Scoop. I definitely got a hard agree on that. Pause. I gotta agree on that one, man, because I went and bought a gallon of milk today and almost cried at the counter when she rung it up. For sure. Nah, I needed Samsung to drop a tri-foldable phone with no bin marks and an actual glass display. 50 megapixel camera, 200x zoom. I have $3. Oscar, you stupid, dog. Yo, you stupid for that one, bro. Oh man, yo, that's exactly how it be, dog. Exactly how it be. I want a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, Snapdragon 2,500 megapixel camera sensor, and I want it all for $200. Like, hey man, LaShawn, I said pause. Chill, bro. Chill. That's why we're here, though, bro. To speak our minds and hopefully see a change. The fanboys can cancel me if they want. Sucks as people know me as the Samsung dude. Yo, real talk, though, you are kind of known as the Samsung dude. But yeah, no, but you right, though, my guy. You right, though. You're 100% right. Like, all we can do as tech enthusiasts and people who create content is literally just get the devices, use them, spit out the facts, man, and let people make the most informed decision for them in their wallets. Like, that's all our job is at the end of the day. I'm gonna get a device in. I'm gonna run you down all the pros I found, all the cons I found, give you some good follow-up coverage, give you some camera samples so you can make the best informed decision for your wallet. I'm never gonna tell you go do this or go do that. I'm gonna just tell you, hey, this is the reason why I would do this. This is the reason why I wouldn't do that. Do with that what you may. Hey man, I said pause. Samsung just recycling stuff from older phones and throwing them in these newer phones at this point, especially with the camera. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Hey, Oscar said it right here, man. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. Don't forget, man. No, Scoop. When I say regress, I mean we have a certain standard in regards to what we expect camera quality wise from the Z Fold 2. Like it's already set that precedent. Like this is the camera quality that we have on the Fold 2. The Fold 3's inner display camera is a regression of that, meaning the quality is a regression of that. The technology may be beyond it because you can hide the camera and all of that good stuff. But the actual quality that you're getting out of that camera is a downgrade or a regression of or a step backwards than from what we had is what I'm saying. I'm not saying the entire camera system. I'm saying the inner display camera sensor is that. Yeah, no, Latrell Scoop is right about this. They make way too money on the A line to try anything too crazy out there. They make way too money on the A line. Like, you know, honestly, they make more money off the A line than they do off the S line and Fold line, probably combined. So they definitely won't, you know, crap where their plate is. If that's the same, I know it's a little bit different. You know, you don't want to where you eat. They ain't gonna do that. On the phone with Tim Apple, seeing where we at with this iOS, iPadOS foldable. I'm about to ask for overtime. Yo, if I'm telling you, the day they drop that joint, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Hey, Mims, man, you right on time, bro. You good, man. And there's always that replay button. So you good, my dude. Just appreciate you coming through, dog. Appreciate you coming through. What you eating, though? That's the real question. What you eating? What you eating? Samsung needs to drop the mid-range phones here in the States and have devs optimize all their apps on flagship phones. I just want developers as a whole to just start taking more aspect ratio seriously. Like the Duo, I think the LG Wings aspect ratio, I think that was fine. But like the Duo, the Fold line, stuff like that. Like I want to see more devs start to really get on board with that. Because in all honesty, man, like in terms of like getting the developers on board, it seems like it's always harder on Android than it is on iOS. Like when Apple comes out with like I guarantee you, right? Prime example, Pokemon Go app on Android. I had the OnePlus 7 Pro, I think it was. It took the Niantic, the team that makes the Pokemon Go game or whatever, it took them like it took them like 4 or 5 months to bring out the higher refresh rate, like the 90 hertz in that game. But I bet you as soon as Apple comes out with this ProMotion display on the next iPhone, next update, 120 hertz. I guarantee you. So it just seems like whenever Apple does finally pass the finish line, man, developers is right on that. That's another reason I'm kind of an advocate for that iOS/iPadOS foldable. But I'm pretty sure if I can think of that joint, man, Apple's already prototyped that joint multiple times. Like, they got people out there way smarter and get paid to think about stuff like this. So pretty sure. Hey, he gonna cry in the car. Oh man. Specifies things. No. Because like I said, I already know, man. You always keep me right on gear with it, bro. Like Scoop ain't gonna never let me rear off the road, right? Man, that's the homie. So I just had to clarify, like not the camera system as a whole. Because in all honesty, man, I honestly think that the camera system is gonna be as good as the S21 Ultra. And only areas you will actually notice a difference, in my opinion, is when you go and start trying to zoom out past whatever the max zoom is on the Fold 3. I think it's 2x or 3x. I think that's the only area you're really going to notice a difference. Everything else is in my opinion, going to be down to software. Even with the 108 megapixel sensor, if I'm not mistaken, Samsung bends those pixels down to 12 megapixels anyway. So, I mean, you get a little bit more detail because there's more information. So, you know, maybe you'll get a little bit more detail, but I honestly think that it's going to be negligible between those two cameras. So I ain't tripping too hard about the rear cameras. Yo, you stay getting some covers. Stay getting some covers, man. Oh man. I think it's harder for developers to optimize their apps for Android because there's so many. No, exactly. And that's always like, and we can even talk about that. We can already talk about that for a little bit. So I think that'll always be Android's greatest strength, but also its greatest weakness as well. It's like when you have so many different hands in the pot, it does get tough. It honestly does. And that I 100% agree with. Whereas Apple, being as though they're able to control a lot more of that interface, they can come out with custom APIs where app developers have to do next to no work to get their applications ready. Whereas like, I'm gonna keep it real. When you got over 100 different Android phones with 100 different, not 100, but with multiple different screen resolutions and aspect ratios and foldables and dual display phones and stuff like that, man, it honestly does get tough. And I honestly don't know what the answer is to that. I don't know what the answer is to that. I don't know if Google can make some type of API that just makes your application scale across those different screens perfectly. I don't know if that's kind of the whole trick, but I don't know, man. It's definitely tough. It's definitely tough. Hey, Mims, what color and everything you gonna get for the flip, bro? I know that you was like super excited about the flip, and we were talking about the watch. You grabbing the watch too, or just the flip? Yes, but it is getting a lot better with a lot of these new I can't even talk. New cross-platform languages, and Google is also doing a lot to have API. See, that's what I was saying too, because I know if anybody would know, you would know, Oscar, because you actually do that stuff for a living, like you program and stuff. So, but it's like, if in your opinion, like, would you say? No, that's probably not the best question to ask, because you probably wouldn't be able to give me a fair estimate because you don't work for Google. But I honestly, like I said, just hope that Google can figure something out in regards to that. Because, like you said, it's definitely getting better. It's definitely getting better, man. But you can still notice the difference. It's like, that's why when people say like apps are better on iOS, I don't think it's because like just the apps are like you get more features and stuff like that. Because not every app is like that. Some apps you do seem to get features faster on iOS and Android, but in terms of just basic functionality, Twitter's gonna work the same on both. YouTube's gonna work the same on both. Instagram is trash on any device unless it's a slab, so it is what it is. Mim say he grabbing that pen. You don't want that pink joint, bruh? That pank. I've been saying this for the longest. Developers should at least focus on optimizing just Galaxy flagships. If anything, there's less than them, and it's the best camera for Snapchat, for example. But see, like Latrell, like that's always the toughest part, man, because it's like, why should developers show Samsung that level of love, but not the rest of Android? And I know people are gonna say because Samsung pretty much is Android. Like I understand that argument. Like people know Android as Samsung or Galaxy. Like I get that, but I just want, no matter what phone, no matter what form factor I go to, apps are going to be, apps are going to work the exact way that they're supposed to, period. I think that that's the dream. At some point, I feel like we'll definitely get there. I know that they're doing a lot on the Android 12 side to kind of help with that. I was watching like some of like the behind the scenes, like developer stuff, where they're talking about trying to get developers' applications ready for, say, foldables, dual screen devices, like the Duo, stuff like that. So it seems like Google's trying to get things ready, because Google's definitely got a Pixel Fold in the lab. We already know that. We already know that. Yo, low key, that ain't no low key. Yo, high key, that joint is fire. I'm not gonna rock it myself, but it's definitely fire, man. Like the whole two-tone with the pink and black, it's actually pretty clean, man. It's pretty clean. A single code base, easily buildable on different screen sizes and even different OS. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely getting there. Scoop, yeah, saying it. So you have to scale everything for all Android devices. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Scoop. Hey, don't just do Galaxy. No, I want every Android phone, because not every person on Android uses a Galaxy. Some people want to use the Duo. Some people want to use a Xiaomi phone or a Huawei phone. So, well, yeah, a Huawei phone if they ever get Google Play services natively, GG, natively. But yeah, man, like I wanted to work across the board with everything, man. Across the board with everything. Didn't just mean Samsung, but all Android flag. Oh, okay, I see what you say. You're more so saying like take advantage of it for flagships. See, but the thing is, man, like when you look at flagships, you're talking like S21 Ultra, you're talking S21 Ultra, OnePlus 9 Pro, Mi 11 Ultra, those type of devices, right? But the thing is, those devices sell the minority. Like you're any manufacturer is going to sell more, like with Samsung. They're selling more A-line devices than anything. Xiaomi is not selling a ton of Mi 11 Ultras compared to Mi 11s. Because for most people, that is a better device for them. So it gets real tough, man. I just don't think that they can pull that off. Just for flagships will murder. And see, exactly, Scoop. That's exactly what I was saying. Because most people don't buy flagships. We as tech enthusiasts just buy flagships. It's real tough, man. Android apps already scale themselves, though. I'm pretty sure Facebook ain't optimizing the app for. No. When I say optimize, I don't mean just fill out with empty space. Because like, we'll use the Cash app for example. Cash App on the Fold 2 is literally just a blown up version of the Cash App application on a normal Android phone. When I say optimize, I mean give me an Android tablet version of the Cash App application. So when I launched that, like how Samsung got this whole new, they say new user interface for like Spotify, messages, and phone, I want that type of optimization for every application across the board is more so where I'm coming from. Optimization is one thing, and yep, Android code is universal. Facts. Hey, Tech Loving Mama, I know that you just picked up a Z Fold 3. What color and configuration did you get? I know that this is your first one. Like I'm really hyped for you to try it out. I'm not a tech enthusiast, and I buy flagship. Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. And I mean that's probably generalizing it. Not every person out there buys non-flagship phones, but I'm just saying when it comes to dealing with flagship phones, actual like the Halo flagships, like your S21 Ultra, your iPhone 12 Pro Max, those devices don't sell as good as their kind of more price conscious counterparts. Like Apple definitely sold more iPhone 12s than iPhone 12 Pro Maxes for sure. We didn't have foldables when I was super into Android dev. Wish we did. Yo, yeah, and Android ones is dope. Do Android tablet apps scale themselves? I don't know if they scale themselves. I think that I'm pretty sure that the developer has to go in and use the tablet aspect, like the whole tablet user interface, and kind of build their app around that. At least that's what Spotify is doing on the Z Fold 3. But like Samsung's UI for YouTube, that's always been there. I was doing that on my Z Fold too. So I mean, I feel like the support for it has to be there from the developer. Pixel Fold is dropping next, in my opinion. Hey, I hope you're right. I just feel like only reason I don't know if the Pixel Fold is dropping this year is just because I feel like the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro are such hyped, and I don't know. I just feel like dropping a Pixel Fold would kind of take away of a little bit of what they're doing with the 6 and 6 Pro line, a little bit. You know, I would love for a Pixel Fold to drop. I probably would pick that up. I would like to say instead of the 6 Pro, but I still feel like I would pick up a 6 Pro as well. Thank the Lord that I'm financially blessed and able to get some of the stuff that I can get, man. Because, yo. Unoptimized ones, yeah. That's why you see them look normal somewhat as opposed to opening a phone app on an iPad. Yeah, exactly. Stand corrected on my comment. I meant next year. Yeah, no. I could see them dropping a Pixel Fold next year, and I will definitely be picking one up next year, without a doubt. Oscar, I literally just saw your tweet on Twitter. You stupid, dog. But I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up, guys. We're just over that hour mark. Fortunately, your boy do got to get up and go to work. So we're just going to hash out these last few comments here, man. Make sure that we're all caught up. So any final closing thoughts or anything like that, guys, let's just drop it down in the chat now. Then we'll go ahead and wrap it on up. They can be optimized for different aspect ratios and then stretch. We see force full screen develop. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Mike. I was saying like with the Cash App, for example, it's just a force full screen of the normal Cash App application. Only thing with that is like when you force it, you don't get anything additional on the screen. Like one of my biggest pet peeves with the Z Fold 2 is that I would open up Twitter on my Z Fold 2, and then I would open up Twitter on like the S21 Ultra, for example, and I would get the same amount of content. It would just be blown up on the Z Fold 2. So that's when you start messing around with DPI and all of that other stuff. But it should just be optimized from day one. But it is what it is. I need that Pixel Fold immediately to heal the pain from the Z Fold 3. Yeah, I'm definitely down with that. How do you feel about them dropping a 5A before the 6 Pro? I mean, I'm not going to lie. It is a little weird just in the fact that it's like they've already pretty much revealed, I'm not going to say everything, but they've already revealed quite a bit with the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. So when that 5A does drop, I'm just wondering if people who may have been interested in that will kind of say, hey, let me hold off. I mean, they are in two different price categories. The 5A is supposed to be, I think, $450, and then the 6 is rumored to be, I think, like $8 starting or $850 starting, something like that. So it is like two different price categories. I initially wanted that pretty silver Fold 3, but decided to change to the 512 model because I plan on keeping it for 2 years. And yeah, no SD card. That would be, if we could get everything under the kitchen sink in the Fold, man, that would be dope. That would be dope, man. That would be dope. But yep, that's dope though. Silver Fold 3. I can't wait to see what you think about it, because this is your first one. Like, it's always excited for someone who's never tried a foldable to like try one out for the first time. Like, it's always dope. So no, never wrap anything up. No, man, I would love to sit here and talk to y'all, man, like all night, man. But fortunately, your boy do got a normal 9 to 5, and I am a dad. Got to get up, take kids to school and all kinds of craziness. So got to make sure I'm up so I can get them up. So we're going to finish these out real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and head out. Team Pixel hit me up asking for my address because they're shipping a new device soon. So I'd assume, yeah, I think it was rumored for the 26th. So are you allowed to talk about that like that? I don't know. I ain't in Team Pixel, so I don't know. But I don't know that you was allowed to talk about that. But that's dope. Is the web version just as bad for apps that is? It depends. It depends. I've never tried to use Cash App on the web, but I've used the web version of Google Messages, which that experience wasn't too bad. With some of them, you can make like the little PWA apps, like the little progressive web applications, and those are pretty dope for the most part. There's not even a tablet version of Cash App. They're not going to optimize. Yeah, exactly. Like Instagram, no matter what you do, if it ain't a slab style smartphone, Instagram ain't doing nothing for it. So I've already come to understand that for sure. 5A is going to sell way better than the 6. I honestly think so too. I mean, people complain about prices, so I feel like they will. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't want to pay the premium, man, most of these manufacturers offer a great budget option, dog. So you definitely got that. There will also be the people who are curious about Tensor, and the Pixel 6 is the only choice. Facts. Hey, Rob, man, appreciate you stopping through, my boy. Hey, can't wait to hit up Back for Blood, dog. Can't wait for that joint. SD card, sadly, no slow thing. Sadly now, slow things down. I can't even talk, man. Good grief. Yo, Mims, have a good night, man. I'm allowed to because it's an assumption. They don't care. Okay, cool. I was just curious. Yo, Mims, I had to ask him, like, hold up, what? Like, you allowed to be talking about that? Hey, Have a good one. And don't forget, man, tomorrow is the Ignorant Hours. As long as I got the kiddos in bed and everything, man, your boy will be on the Ignorant Hours with LaShawn. We most likely going to talk more Samsung Unpacked and get a whole lot more ignorant with it. So definitely make sure that y'all tune into the Ignorant Hours, man. And I'm pretty sure Savage has a stream too. I'm pretty sure he's streaming tomorrow too. So definitely show them some support, man. Appreciate y'all. Yo, David, have a good night, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this here. But like I said, man, definitely some dope talk tonight, man. Definitely enjoyed y'all as I always do. Appreciate y'all coming through and showing love. Appreciate the replay squad as well, man, for y'all coming through as well. But we'll go ahead and wrap this one up, man. Have a good night, everybody. As always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, man.